Hello guys, happy Friday. The week has been a long one, but I wanted to get on today. This is my Friday live that I always do. Say hi as you're jumping on, and this is going to be a basic hack, and I'll explain all of that, but I have a lot of new customers and I want to break it down nice and easy for you guys. So I hope everyone's doing good. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hi. Say hi as you jump on, and I'm going to walk you through everything. So I'm gonna walk you through every single step that I do before I even put on my makeup. Hi Rachel, hi Emmy, hi Helen, hi Gina. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I love that you love your new palette. That makes me so happy. Hi Jerry. All right, hi Lydia. Oh my goodness, I am so, you're so sweet, Rainy. Hello. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this because I am getting a lot of questions about how to set up your palette. You're so sweet. You're like my hype girl, Rainy. But I have all these questions about how to set up your palette, okay? I have all these questions about like what skincare do we put on first, all of those things. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna make it super simple so you can refer back to this video when you get your makeup, or if you have your makeup, maybe you're still not sure of how to use your makeup, this is for you, okay? All right, hello. Okay, I'm gonna pull back my hair. I just got out of the shower, and so I didn't really do my hair for that reason, but, oh yay! I'm so glad you love Seint. I love it too. All right, we got this fancy headband today, guys. Now, I was told like you can actually put this on the back of your head, but this doesn't have any like type of, I don't know, like it has like a wire. Have you guys ever seen that? You know what I'm talking about? All right, I don't even know what to do with this. This is, okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm doing my makeup today, you guys. I'm actually just gonna show you how to do everything. And I'm gonna walk you through it like step by step by step. Like we're going slow today because I've had so many people reach out and ask me questions. So really quick, my name is Lauren. I am 41 years old. I love helping women over the age of 40 learn to love their makeup again. Our skin is changing. Everything about our makeup probably should change too, and some of us are still wearing makeup from high school, and that's okay, but maybe if it's not working for you, this might be something that you might be interested in. And if you just got a new palette from me, I'm excited to show you. Oh my goodness, hello Allison, how are you? Okay, let's start with skin prep. So I've already put on my serums, and I've already put on my moisturizer. I get this question all the time. This is my absolute favorite moisturizer. It's the Seint moisturizer. Seint is definitely life. This is something I can't go without. I've tried a lot of other moisturizers. My skin, just for reference, is like the Sahara Desert, okay? So I get really dry. I need something that's going to really balance it out. I also have rosacea, but this is so good when you have combination skin, oily skin, dry skin, I mean, you name it, this will balance you out. So if you're looking for a moisturizer, this is one I swear by, okay? Hello, okay, I'm just reading where everybody's from. This is so fun. Okay, next step. So I've got my serums on, I've got my moisturizer on. I'm going to put on some sunscreen. This is my favorite one. I'm just gonna show you guys. You can write them down. I am gonna post this so you can come back and look at it, but this is the glowscreen. Day and night. Okay, so really quick, my night routine does not look like this. This is how I prep my skin for my makeup. So my night routine is going to be totally different, and I'm not gonna touch on that today. Is this okay for sensitive skin? Oh my gosh, it is amazing for sensitive skin. This is like a go-to if you have sensitive skin. My skin is super sensitive. It gets really red. Some days I wake up and my rosacea is horrible. This just like balances it out. Okay. This glowscreen super goop is great. You can use any sunscreen you want if you're using cream makeup, but it cannot have silicone. So double check your ingredients and just make sure that none of your moisturizers, none of anything you're using on your skin is going to have any type of silicone if you're using cream makeup. If you are doing liquid makeup, that's a different story, okay? So just heads up with that. Silicone can make your makeup slip, slide, separate, all the things, and we do not want that for you, okay? So bring that down my neck. All right, so that's my sunscreen, okay? So I did serums, moisturizer, sunscreen. That's where I'm at, okay? Then I'm going to put on my eye cream. This is like my eye serum. I use this day and night. This is Colleen Rothschild. Oh, I'm gonna get to a primer, don't you worry. I'm breaking this down really slow because these are questions I get all the time. So this is Colleen Rothschild. I love her skincare products. If you are interested in a new skincare line, go look at her stuff. She's got really nice stuff. And I'm just gonna put this under my eye. This is gonna prep your skin. So if you have a hard time with your under eyes creasing or being really dry, serums, putting an eye cream under your eye before you start is a really, really important step. You don't wanna miss that. So that is one of my biggest secrets for you, is making sure that you have something under there to moisturize before you go in with any type of product. Skincare is number one. I don't care if you have the best makeup in the world. If you're not taking care of your skin, your makeup is not going to lay correctly. So it's really, really important that you find what works for you. This is just what works for me, and it's taken years to figure that out. So, okay. So, serums, moisturizer, sunscreen, and then eye serum. Letting that all sit, and then I'm gonna go in with a primer, okay? Yes, it is refreshing. I don't do that just because, I don't know, I like to just push it in with my ring finger, but you can do it however you want. It's cool. I love it. Okay, this is the one I'm gonna use today. This is my primer. So really quick with primers, same thing with your moisturizer and all the things. You don't want silicone in if you are using cream. Make sure, you guys, a lot of products, because they're anti-aging, have silicone in them. And when you put that with cream makeup, it just separates. And if you're having a hard time with it, double check your ingredients. It's always a big thing. So this is the Milani Bright Side. This is an illuminating powder. I wouldn't use this if you're oily. So I'm, like I said, I'm like the Sahara Desert. Wouldn't use this if you're oily. If you're oily, e.l.f. Power Grip is one of my favorites. I like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. If you have pores, bigger pores, I will. When I post this, I will list all the ingredients so you guys don't have to like guess what I'm using or go back and watch all this, okay? All right. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this on here. 1 second. We're going to remove that person. Okay. Oh, so weird. Every time I do a live, someone gets on and asks about my feet. It's the weirdest thing. Like, why? I don't get it. Okay, so here we go. So now I've got my primer. One more time. Serums, moisturizer, what did I do? Sunscreen, and then primer. Okay, so that's the order I do it. Okay, it is weird, Gina, but I swear to you, it happens every time. I'm always like, that's weird. It's really strange. It's always a man too. It's very strange. So we just remove them and we move on. Okay, now I want to show you how to set up your Seint palette, okay? So I love the Seint 12 palette. If you are asking me, that's the one I always say to go to, because I love that you have room to grow, but it is gonna hold everything. It's gonna hold your, let me just show you. I don't even have it full yet, because I'm gonna show you how to put it in there, but this will hold all your creams, and then the second level can hold your powders. So you're not mixing them together, and that's what I like about the 12. I bring this to like anywhere I travel. I just find it fits right in my hand. It's easy, slips right in. This is the one I love. So if you're like wanting to get a Seint palette and you are not sure what size, you don't have to fill this, but this will give you room to grow. So 12 is the one I recommend. If you want to get a free color match, I will post this and you can comment me below and I can send you my free color match link, okay? Okay, when you, you did help me with this live. You didn't. I was gonna do it anyway. Okay, so this is what the tins look like. Let's just talk about that, okay? Because I also get questions about that. This is how big they are, okay? They're not big. The reason they're not big, you guys, and let me just break that down, is when you have a bottle of liquid foundation, it's mostly water. And so if you have a lot of water in a product, it's gonna look like there's more in there. This is as much as a bottle of liquid foundation. It just doesn't have water, so it's compressed. So that's why these aren't huge, but they're gonna last you just as long. If they're not lasting you just as long, it's because you're using too much product, and we're gonna go into all of that. Okay, so when you get your makeup, let me open this back up. They're going to be in a magnetic tin, and this is magnetic too. So this one is my main foundation. So I'm gonna just pop that in and slide it over. See how easy that is? 2 to 3 months if you use it every single day. If you don't, then it will last longer than that. Okay, then I'm just gonna open my Brightener. This is my white peach, and I'm going to just slide that in like this. Whoops. Okay, so let me just show you how I organize my palette. It is totally up to you. It's how your brain works, okay? This is my Brightener, and we'll go into all the colors, but I do Brightener, and I do my main foundation color, which is my main highlight color. I do my contour. I put my bronzer down here so I don't get those mixed up. I do my lip and cheek color and my illuminator. And then I have eyeshadows on the next side. You can set it up however your brain works. For me, that I don't know why. That's how I like to organize it, okay? All right, so now I've got my palette together. I've got everything ready. Let's go into application, okay? My skin is prepped. The other thing with putting your products on, all your sunscreens, your moisturizer, let it sit on your skin for a little bit of time. If I went straight in with my cream makeup, which is super hydrating, onto a not absorbed face with all my serums, it's going to slip inside. We don't want to do that, right? So we just want to make sure that you let this absorb. So I'll go make my bed, I'll do my hair, I'll do whatever, right? Take care of my dogs, whatever it is, and then I'll come back in like 10 minutes and put my makeup on, okay? Now, when I have a new customer, I like to have you learn how to apply it with your fingers first. The reason is because of this. I like you to see that you don't need a lot of product, that's one. And when you use your fingers to put it on, you don't put as much product as going in straight with a brush, because the first thing that people do, if you're used to liquid foundation, is you go like this and you put so much on your face and then it's like, this feels really heavy. Creams should not feel heavy at all. Yes, I'm going to post this, so don't you worry. I will get this all posted. You can watch it. I don't know how much slower I can go, so you'll have to rewatch this. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go ahead and start. The first color I like to apply is my contour. The reason I like to apply my contour first is this is a 1-layer makeup system. So this is not like going in with all my foundation, then going in with a concealer, then going in with like a bronzer or a contour. I'm not layering products. I'm only putting them where I need them. So I'm going to use the contour as a roadmap to see where I need everything else. Okay, so contour. First of all, contour is not going to be warm. So when you get your contour and you expect it to be bronzy, it's not going to be bronze. It is very ashy because we want to provide a shadow to our face. So I'm just gonna kind of rub in here. I'm not using a lot. See how much I put on my finger? Not much at all. You're gonna use your face as a roadmap. So if you have a smaller forehead, you do not need to contour it. If you don't want to make your nose smaller, you don't need to contour it. If you have great cheekbones, you don't need to do that. So you're gonna use your face as a roadmap, okay? So the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna find our cheekbone. And the way I like to decide where I'm going to contour my cheekbone is I find my cheekbone and I roll my finger on top and I roll my finger on the bottom. If your contour is dry, you need to heat it up with a hairdryer. Contour is a little bit more stiff. So if you take a hairdryer and you warm it up with like for 20 to 30 seconds, just so it's a little bit melty, it will then go back to a really nice, smooth, easy to apply, hold on a minute. Easy to apply contour. It'll go a lot easier on your face. And you can do that with anything. You can warm up all of these products. So, okay. So you're rolling your finger. You're gonna use your face as a roadmap, right? So you're rolling your finger on the top and the bottom. I like to kind of line it up right with the edge of my ear. And here's the prominent part of my cheekbone. So it almost lines up right where that end of my ear is. And I'm gonna go to the end of my eye. Just gonna make a line just like that. You guys can do that, right? It's easy. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. You don't have to make it perfect. If this is a little off from this, it's not a big deal, okay? So I just made that same thing and I just kind of made it like this, right? To here. That's it, just a little line. Then I'm gonna take my fingers, my pointer fingers, and I'm gonna put them at the end of my eyebrow. I'm gonna close them together like this. Anywhere above my finger is where I'm gonna contour. Anywhere below is where I'm gonna brighten. So I like to just go kind of eyebrow to eyebrow, just like that. You can get it closer to your hairline, it doesn't matter. You guys, placement is not a huge deal because creams are so movable that we can make anything work and we can fix anything, okay? If you have a larger forehead, you can even do a couple stripes. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys, just like this, okay? We're done. Now we're gonna go to our jawline. Put your finger or your hand under that jawbone so you know where your jawbone is. You're gonna go underneath that jawbone. You're not gonna come up here. You're not gonna come way down here. You're gonna be right on that jawbone. So I like to start at the end or the edge of my ear and I follow the jawbone all the way up. Now, if you have jowls or you have other issues, this is basic. I'm not gonna go into all that because I have videos that'll show you how to do all that. I'm making it very basic today. This is how I would tell someone very beginning how to contour, okay? All right, then for my nose. Actually, I'm just gonna put a little under my lip. This gives you a nice, don't worry, it's gonna be crazy before it gets better. That's gonna give you a little bit of a thicker lip. If you have small lips, if you have big lips, you don't have to worry about it. Then I'm gonna go right here with my middle fingers. You can do your pointer fingers. I'm gonna start right here at the tips and ends of my eyebrow. I'm gonna go right at the top of my eyebrow and I'm gonna pull straight down. Not there. Okay, like that, okay? And that's how I'm gonna do my nose contour. You guys, this is going to get really crazy, and then I promise you, it comes together. It's like magic. So I even take a little bite here on the tip of my nose too, okay? Don't worry, it's gonna get better. All right, now, that is my contour. I'm done. I'm gonna go in with my main foundation shade. Now, your main highlight is what we call it at Seint. We have a 3D foundation because our skin is more than one color. So using more than one color is going to give you a natural look. If you go in with one color, it's not gonna look natural. You're gonna look flat. It's like a piece of paper. We wanna bring out that 3D look. So now I'm gonna go in to my main highlight color. This is my main foundation. It's what's gonna match my skin the best. And I'm just going to put it anywhere a man would have a beard. That's how I like to explain the bottom part of my face. Okay, just like that. That's your first step with your main foundation. I actually do free color matches. So if you're interested, I will put my link here when I post this and you can get a free color match from me, okay? Now, I am really red up in here. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my main foundation shade and I'm just, look how much I'm putting. Not much, you do not need much. I'm gonna put a little on the sides of my nose, and then I am, because a lot of you have this question, I am gonna bring it up right under my eye. I'm not going right here. This is where all your fine lines and wrinkles are. You don't wanna put it that close up, but I am going right underneath, okay? How do you prevent caking? I will get there. I promise I will get there for you. And then I like to put my main foundation right here and right here, that's it. Main foundation is done. Now we're gonna get into our under eyes and our brightener and our concealer, okay? You are so welcome, Sammy. I'm so glad you love it. All right, this is my brightener color. And I told you, I'm gonna look crazy. And I promise you this will blend out and you're gonna be like, wow, that's awesome, okay? This is my brightener color. My brightener color, if you look at my two colors, this is about 2 shades lighter than this. I don't like to go too light as a more mature skin. If you're just joining, I'm using my fingers because I want you to see that you do not need to put a lot of product on your face. If you are new to this makeup, this is a beginner tutorial. So if you are new to this makeup and you go in with a brush, this is what I see happen, and you put way too much on your face. So I am doing this on purpose because I want you guys to see you don't need a lot of product on your face, okay? Do I apply mine with a brush every day? Yes, but I know how much product to put on, and so that's why this is for a beginner. Okay. This brightener, I don't like to go, like I was saying, too light under my under eyes, because if I do, light is going to bring forward. And if I am putting a really bright color, like even lighter than this, a lot of girls say, I want a really bright color under my eyes. What you're doing is you are pulling all this texture out when you do that. So I don't like to suggest a really light color. Now, if you're 20, that's fine. But if you're over the age of 40, I say, don't do that. That's just me. If you love it, you do it though. Okay, I'm just gonna put that on the end of my eye. So I'm bringing it from the edge of my eye, sorry, I didn't tell you, up to my hairline. And I just put a dot right there on the inner corner. Now I'm not color correcting. I'm not doing any color correcting in this video. I have lots of videos. I have lives on how to color correct. You guys can go watch those. This is a very basic application, okay? I'm not gonna color correct my under eyes. So if you wanna know more about that, I do have other videos for that. Then I'm gonna put that right here in the middle of my, almost like a heart. I just went dot, dot. And then I'm just gonna bring that right down the center of my contour, like that. And then here and here. That's it, okay? Did you see how little amount I put on with that brightener? I want my face with a brightener. I want you to think of like, where do I want people to look at my face? I want people to look at me when I smile. I want people to look around here. I want to highlight that middle part of my face. But I don't need a lot of product. It's all gonna kind of melt together. Okay, so now I have my 3D foundation on. My daughter is 13 and she does wear this, but I don't suggest like all the colors. If you have a teenager, then yeah, just ask me, I'll help you with that, because this makeup is perfect, especially as they're going through like puberty and different things where their face is maybe breaking out, things like that. It's really good for them because it's a really light makeup. Okay, I'm now gonna take my setting spray. This is just an extra trick that I'm gonna teach you, okay? And I'm gonna spray my face. The reason I'm going to spray my face with the setting spray is because I wanna blend this out really nicely, but I also want it to stay all day. Creams are movable. They're meant to absorb into your skin. So when I push this into my skin, which you're gonna see, it's actually looking like real skin because it's absorbing. It's not sitting on the top layer like liquid foundation does, which is why it doesn't accentuate the fine lines and wrinkles like other products do. But it has to be set because it's so movable. I can move it around, my face will move, it will move with my face. That's the benefit of creams, but you have to set it. So I'm just gonna spray this really quick. And I did a lot. You wanna do a lot. Most people don't put enough setting spray on. Okay, let that kind of sit for a minute. And then now we're gonna go in with a brush. Somebody asked me about a brush. There is a brush involved, but this is when we're gonna use it. Okay, this is my favorite brush. One of the number one questions I get to is, what is my favorite brush? Detail brush all the way. The reason I like it is it's very dense. It's not overly dense. It's gonna give you a medium to full coverage. The best thing with cream, if you like a light coverage, it's about your brush. If you like a heavier coverage, it's about your brush. So when you fill out my color match form, I actually ask you that, and then I tell you kind of the brushes that I would use from there. My favorite setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury. My makeup doesn't move with this. I really love it. Okay. Biggest thing, when you go in with your brush, when you have liquid foundation, we swipe. You do not swipe with this makeup. If you swipe with this makeup, it's gonna come off. You're going to do a tapping motion, kind of like someone once said it to me and it was the best thing they've ever said. It's like kind of, you know how a cat will need, like a mom like will need her kittens, or that you see them on the wall kneading. That's the kind of motion that you're going to do when you use this makeup. See how I'm just kind of just pressing the makeup into my skin. Okay, and I'm gonna start light to dark. I like to start at the bottom and I would like to work my way up. You don't have to do that. You just wanna start light to dark, and we're not swiping, okay? Just so you can see what I'm doing here. See how it just kind of looks like skin? It's just a natural skin-like look. And if this feels heavy on your skin, it's too much product, okay? If it feels cakey, if it feels any of those things, we don't want that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in. I'm not gonna do my under eyes quite yet because I wanna show you what I'm gonna do with my under eyes, because I did have a question on that. I'm leaving the contour alone and I'm just pressing the makeup into the skin, okay? Just like that. And I'm gonna come up here and press that underneath the contour. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, no thank you. These weirdos today. I don't know what is wrong with people in lives, but so weird. Okay. It's like these men have nothing better to do than comment rude comments. Okay. So there is that. Now I'm gonna go under my eyes and I'm gonna take this side of the brush. Now remember, I put my eye cream on, right? So now I'm hydrated under my eye and I'm going to tap. I'm tapping my main foundation and I'm tapping my brightener. So I'm pulling my brightener down the side of my nose and I'm tapping and pulling up towards my hairline, just like this. See how I'm doing that? And you can even take what's left on your brush and put it on your eye, which I'll talk about that in a minute. And same thing here. So this is gonna help with creasing because I'm patting. I'm not swiping it. I'm patting it into my skin, which is why you're not gonna get the creasing. And if you saw, I barely used any product. You guys, less is more. I know that like what we tend to do when we have under eye issues is we tend to put too much product on, but what happens is you're just gonna have cakey mess. So less is more. It's about finding the right colors that will work for you. So if you have really bad under eyes, like dark under eyes, or you have really bad under eye bags, we get those things. That's gonna need a that's gonna need a color corrector. And I did not show that to you today, okay? So just so you know, I do usually use a color corrector in my eyes. I'm not gonna do that in this video because I just wanna keep it really simple. So this is a video you can refer back to when you're putting your makeup on. Okay, so light to dark, see how that works? And I have like a curling iron burn right there, so just ignore that. I'll cover it here in a minute. I don't know, it hurts, so I don't really wanna touch it. All right, now I'm gonna go back in, spray my brush, and I'm gonna blend out my contour. The reason I'm doing this is once again, I want it to stay. Tap it on my hand. I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna tap up toward my hairline. We don't wanna have any lines. We wanna blend this out and pulling it up towards our eye. I wanna blend this out so there's a shadow, but I don't wanna have a line, okay? See how I can see my cheekbone now? Just made me a kind of a fake cheekbone. Same thing here. Contour is a little more stiff, so you can kind of push on it, kind of like lift it a little bit, and you're just gonna blend that out up to the hairline. See? And if you get too much contour on, just go in with your main highlight color and tap on top, and it will kind of just make it look a little bit lessened. And then when you get up here, you're gonna pull back to the hairline. So if you have a receding hairline, contour is great for that because it's gonna provide a shadow and it will make your hairline look less receded. And that can sometimes happen as we age, right? Or if we're really blonde or whatever, sometimes that can be a problem. Contour, it will be your best friend, I promise. Now, you don't wanna have a line right here. You'll see people that sometimes have a line there. So just make sure you tap your brush out. We want it to look as natural as possible. Okay, there we go. See how I have a shadow? But now I have like a 3D look. I don't look like one-dimensional. Then I'm gonna turn my brush over. I love these double-ended brushes because you can use both sides. I'm using the same brush for all of my makeup. I am holding it down low when I go to my nose contour because I don't want to take all the product off and I wanna kind of use a light hand with that. So just like this. I'm kind of just keeping it, just making a shadow. Contour is giving you a shadow. It's not, and it also gives coverage, which is really cool about that. So, okay. And then my lip, just like that, okay? There we go, 3D foundation. Except I haven't done my jawline, which I forget sometimes, and that's not good because you don't want two colors. And I'm just gonna pull that down, okay? So this is a great way if you have a double chin, if you have loose skin, which happens, it's normal. This is gonna help with that, okay? All right, I hope I'm not missing any questions. I think I'm good. Okay. Yay, I'm glad. I'm glad you're gonna do your makeup. Okay, so you got your 3D foundation on. Now we're gonna go in with our bronzer. You guys, literally this makeup takes me 3 minutes, but I really wanna slow it down for you today just because I want you to see that this is really not that hard to do. But sometimes placement, once you figure out placement, it's gonna get easier. Yes, you can do fingers and then your brush. Now, if you figure out how much makeup works for you, you can go in straight with a brush, and I have videos on that too, but I just wanted to show you guys today how you can figure out how much product you actually need on your face. Okay, next is my bronzer. Bronzer is like the sun is naturally kissing you, okay? You're at the park, so it kisses the high points of the forehead. It's gonna kiss your cheeks. Right here's my contour, I'm just going right above it. A little on my chin I like to put, and a little on my nose, okay? Then I'm gonna go, yay Denise, I'm glad this is inspiring you. Then I'm gonna go and I'm just tapping out the bronzer. This is gonna add warmth to your skin. If you feel like your highlight color, let's say you have cream, and you want to add a little depth or you wanna add a little warmth, get your bronzer out. If you don't have one, you need one. This is one of the products I don't feel like I could live without. I love it so, so much. Okay, so I'm just tapping that out. And it's gonna add warmth to my makeup. And I didn't show you. You're gonna bring it down your neck. You don't want a two-toned look, okay? You're so welcome. You don't wanna have a two-tone look, so you do wanna just bring it down your neck. You can put on, if you are wearing like a lower cut shirt, bring your bronzer down. You guys, it'll warm up everything. It's so pretty. I just put it on the sides of my neck like this and pull it down, okay? Just like that. Oh, I'm so glad, Rachel. I love it. And you guys, if you haven't been color matched, you need to get color matched from me. I'll help you with it, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so now I've got my bronzer on. It's all blended, you guys can see. And I'm gonna go in with my lip and cheek color. Okay, lip and cheek placement. this is up to you. If you have a very thin face, you can apply it on the apples of your cheeks. If your goal is to lift your face, you're gonna take 2 fingers and you're going to not put them straight up and down, but you're gonna put them by your nostril at an angle. And you're going to just tap your color right up there. So here's my contour and my bronzer. I just put it right there. Now, one of the biggest comments I get is my lip and cheek isn't showing up. Well, creams are not going to be like bam in your face like a powder, okay? You can add more. Did you see how I added more to that to make it more pigmented? So I'm just gonna put it at the high points of my cheeks, and you'll figure out the more you do this placement that works best for you, okay? This also can go on your lips. You guys, use your lip and cheek color for your eyes. It's so pretty. There's so many options. That's what I love about this makeup. I don't need all the bottles. And then I'm just gonna blend out. Look, I'm still using the same brush. So you guys see, I have not changed my brush. I'm gonna blend up to my hairline. You can even take it above kind of where your eyebrow is, like this. You don't want your blush all the way up here. You want to have it down here. I'm using Hollywood. It's my absolute favorite. If you are more fair-skinned, it's my favorite. Okay. We want to have a space here. That's one thing I really want to let you know. If you make your lips dry, use gloss. I use gloss all the time. You can totally do this. I don't love that. I don't love when you say that because it's easy. You just have to do it. I really think this, okay, you're gonna get me on a little conversation with this, but listen, makeup is fun. Makeup should be fun. Makeup will not be fun if you don't just explore it. You have to explore makeup because what works for me may not work for you. And you might like less. You just have to practice. Exactly, Gina. You just have to keep going in and don't be scared of it. Makeup, I used to be scared of it for years. I was like, I'm not good. I'm not good at this. I can't do it. But you know what? It's like with anything that you do. Yes. Yes. If you're scared, just do it. Anything in life, just do it. Don't let fear hold you back from anything, okay? All right. Okay, that was my lecture for the day. Now we're going to go into an illuminator. What is an illuminator? This is another question I get asked all the time. An illuminator adds glow to your face. So as we get older, we lose that natural glow to our skin. You can see how this is already bringing glow to my skin because it's hydrating. But with illuminator, it is going to give you just a little added glow to your skin so it doesn't look dull. No, I wish it was. No, it's too early for that. Worst that happens is you wash your face. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. You girls, I love it. I love that you are supporting each other too and helping each other. No, I didn't wipe my brush at all. I don't have to. That's the beauty of this makeup is I literally do not have to change my brush. I do not have to clean it. Nothing. You just literally, it's all about this application that I'm showing you. If you do it in this order, you won't have to clean your brush. It's amazing. Okay, illuminator. This is what illuminator looks like. You are not going to see this. Like it's not going to add color to your skin. Yes, 52, you can use illuminator and you want to use illuminator because it's going to add that glow back to your skin. So I'm going to do a backward C. I'm going right on top of that blush. Illuminator, it's a cream. We do a powder. So if you're like, bam, I'm going out, I want a really nice look, get the powder. But I like cream because it's very natural. Can you guys see? Hopefully you can see that. If the light catches, it just gives me a little bit of glow. And you can put it right here if you have a really thin lip. Yes, I've got to get caught up with my color matches. That will happen today. The makeup is clean. It is not tested on animals. The only thing is not vegan because it has beeswax in it. I did want to show you guys this. Do you guys see the bubbles in this? This is normal. It's because of the warming process. So if you get your makeup, it has little bubbles in it. It's totally normal. It's not hurting the makeup. What else did you guys ask? Okay, I think I caught up. Whoops. No, it's not frosty at all. No, I wouldn't be putting that on my face. This is just very it's just subtle. And what I love about the illuminator is you can put on your eyes too as eyeshadow. It's really pretty. Okay. Hold on, I got another creeper. I don't understand why these people keep coming back on. Okay. Oh, I love hearing that. That's awesome. Okay, so that's my main face, okay? I'm gonna spray it with setting spray. I'm gonna set it. If you are oily, okay, if you're oily, you need powder. I'm not gonna put powder on, but you can put powder on if you're oily and then spray it with your setting spray. Like that, okay? That's my face. But I'm gonna show you how to do a really quick eyeshadow look because I know you guys like quick. What color is that? The Illuminator is my absolute favorite and I recommend it to everyone is Angel. Whoops. This one's Angel. I love, love, love that one. That one is probably my favorite out of all of them. They're all gorgeous though. I mean, you can't go wrong. Okay. I'm gonna prep my eyelids. Now there's a couple ways you can prep your eyelids if you wanna do eyeshadow. And like I said, I'm just gonna go into this. I know this is long, but I really want it to be on my, no, they're just gross men on here, honestly. I don't know what's going on this today. I have a lot of gross men. Now, you wanna prep your eyeshadow, or your eyelids, okay? I like the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. You can go in and use your main highlight color that I used on my face and then just tap a little translucent powder on and that will also work. So you don't need a separate product to prime your eyes. I just find that this one really holds. I'm gonna try to put that on top. Ugh. I find that this really just holds my makeup in place. So I personally don't have a lot of time to fix my makeup. I don't like to go in and have to fix my makeup 10 times a day. So I find products that I feel like are gonna last a really long time. And like I said, I'm sorry this is long, but I wanna keep this on my feed so that you guys have this, especially if you're just getting your makeup and you're really lost of where to start. And sometimes reels are really fast and they're hard to follow. So that's what this is for today. So hopefully it's helpful. Okay. I'm gonna use the Seint eyeshadow brush because a lot of you guys get this one. This one has a fluffy end and then it has a kind of pencil end, okay? And what am I gonna do today? I did an eye look yesterday. Oh, I have it in my palette. I did an eye look yesterday that I loved on my stories. I think I'm gonna just recreate that again because I loved it. It was only 2 colors and I wanna show you. So another question I get is how many eyeshadows do I absolutely need? Oh good, Sammy, I'm glad. You only need 2 colors. The internet's lying to you. Yeah, you can make some really amazing looks with like 5 colors, but if you're a newbie at eyeshadow, you guys just get 2 colors, put it in your palette, and I swear to you, that's all you need, okay? And with 2 colors, you can do so many different looks. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go in with this color. This is Holly, and I did this in my stories, so you might have already seen it, but I kind of am obsessed with this look. Okay, eyeshadow. I'm gonna break this down really easy for you. When you go into your eyeshadow palette, please don't go like this and try to get a ton on your brush. See how little I put on my brush? The reason I'm doing that is the less you put on, you can build. If you go in with so much eyeshadow and then you put it on your eye, it's gonna be a mess, okay? So I'm gonna keep my eye open. I'm gonna pretend I have hooded eyes because I have a lot of customers and clients with hooded eyes, and I'm gonna keep my eye open. Do you see where I'm going with that eyeshadow when I put it on like this? I'm putting it above my crease. So if my eye was hooded and I didn't have a crease, I'm gonna put it higher than my natural crease. 2 favorites for green eyes. I love Lullaby with green eyes. It is one of my favorites. If you like a shimmer, I would do Lullaby and Angel's Landing. If you like a matte, I would do Lullaby and Butterscotch for green eyes. Okay, then I'm gonna come here, and do you see I just put a little bit more on, and I'm gonna start working it into the inner corner, just like this. Not a lot of product. Now I'm going back in, just tapping the brush. Now, if you have hooded eyes, you're gonna bring this up to that tail of your eye. See, I'm kind of pulling it. Pull, 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 pull. Brown eyes, ooh, brown eyes. I love, that's a good one. Brown eyes, you can wear so many colors. Brown eyes, I would say, I like Aries, and if you like purple, do you like color? I guess I should ask that. If you like color, I would do like Aries and Eve, or Aries and Revival would be really pretty together. This look is great for any color eye too. Okay, I'm just gonna pull that into the inner corner. If you like neutrals, one that looks good on any eye is Philly, Sabrina, and which one? Which one is gonna go with that? Hot chocolate or Philly, Chai, and Sabrina is pretty. I mean, there's like so many combinations, you guys. Okay, same thing here. See, I'm starting on that brow bone. I'm up here. I'm up by the edge of my eye. I'm up here. So you can get that look. Hazel eyes. Oh, you guys are like making me rack my brain today. An African American. Okay. Ooh, I would go purple with you. I would probably go Revival. I would probably go, ooh, you could do so many. Moscow and Havana would be pretty. Guys, there's so many colors. You're making me on my toes today though. Okay. Okay, see how I'm just adding and then I'm bringing in. So I'm gonna get a nice smooth look. And if you're not perfect, don't worry, because we're gonna fix it. Keep your eye open. I'm not, sorry, kind of doing this fast. Tap in the outer corner. If you're only using 2 colors, this is where your dark color is gonna go. And then slightly bring it in, okay? And it's kind of hard on this side because I've got that owie from burning my whole entire face with the curling iron. That was not good the other day. Ugh, what is going on today? It's like the weirdest people on this video. If you're a man, you do not need to be on this video. There's no reason to be. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna take the pencil end and I'm gonna go into that holly again, tap it out, and I'm just gonna go under my eye. You can use an eyeliner if you want. You don't have to, and I'm gonna attach it right here. See how I'm attaching it? Just like that. Yeah, bye George, for real. What is going on? I don't think I've ever had a live where I've had this many weird comments from guys, and why guys have the time to do that, I don't understand. Okay. Okay, see how I just got some depth under my eye there? Okay, and then I'm gonna take my finger. Now, another question I get asked a lot is how do you make sure that your shimmer color actually shows up on your eye? Now, there's a couple of ways. We already primed it, but what you can do is you can take a flat brush, like something like this, or we have a multitasker brush. This is just one I have on hand. And you can spray your setting spray on there and then tap it into the shimmer and then press onto the lid. My favorite way is to actually take it on my finger. See how much pigment I got just doing that? Yeah, you don't need any eyeliner. I mean, that's the cool thing. I like to just take it on my finger and press. See how that's giving me that pigmentation? And I'm just putting that on my lid. Now, if you have fallout, this will also help because you won't get, you guys are so funny. You won't get the fallout as bad if you use your finger versus a brush, okay? So that's why I kind of like that. I'm just gonna tap that on. Do you guys see that? Don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to blend it. Okay. So I'm just tapping. Tapping. You guys that have hung out with me this long, thank you. I know this is long, but I really needed to make it so that people could really have help with their makeup. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? That's 2 colors, but I'm not done. So now, how am I going to get this smoothed out? I'm going to go back into my holly just a little bit. Just a little bit. No, it's like an orange shimmer. It's called Crush. And it's kind of like a really warm orange shimmer. I love it. If you have blue eyes and you're not wearing orange, you guys, I suggest get orange because it is so pretty. Okay, so see, I'm just softening everything. Do you see the difference how I just softened that up? With going back in and just kind of blending the two. I'm not blending my lid color, okay? I'm just going in and blending the outer corner into the top of the shimmer. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I'm not taking my brush on my lid and like going to town and taking off what I just put on. I'm just making it soft. Okay, blending is key. Take your time with eyeshadow. It's seriously so key. Then I'm just gonna go back in with this brush that already had my highlight on it and I'm just tapping out under my eye in case I have any fallout. Oh, it's not a lot. I promise it's not a lot at all. Because did you see my brush? I barely put any on at all. Okay, so I'm like barely tapping. It's like one tap into my pan and then I go back in. One tap, go back in. I'm not swirling and putting a ton of product on. It's just a little bit. And I don't have a lot of mascara on, so that's why it looks a little crazy. Okay, then I'm going to show you, I'm gonna use a nude liner. You don't have to. I just like to do this to open my eyes. This one is by ColourPop. It's pretty cheap. I think I got it at Ulta. And this is in place of using like a white eyeliner. You can use a white eyeliner. I just think on me it looks a little unnatural. And I don't like to look unnatural, so for me I like to use as little unnatural products as possible, if that even makes sense. Okay, now the biggest thing too that people skip is cleaning up their eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna actually take this flat brush. This is not a Seint brush, but you could use a multitasker brush. I don't have that with me right now. This is just the A505 from BK Beauty. And I'm just tapping. Did you see, like, I just barely put any in. And I'm gonna go right here under the brow bone. and really clean that up. And then I'm gonna take my finger. See how that just kind of, do you see how that lifted my eyebrow just on that one side? It's crazy. Okay, same thing here. Right on the outer corner. Yes, it lifts your eye. These little tricks, it's crazy how little tiny adjustments make a huge difference in your makeup game, okay? And I promise, the more you do this, the easier it gets, and you're not gonna think this takes 30 minutes. It's gonna be quick. This is just a really slowed down process. Now, I just took my cream highlighter. I'm actually taking my light one, and I'm going right here. Here's the edge of my eye, and I'm cleaning it up. And I'm just tapping that out. And I have a burn there, so we're gonna be careful. But see how that just cleaned up my eye and made it lift? It's crazy. Yeah, all these little tricks. It's literally like no product at all, and I'm just making a line, tap with your finger. Look at that, lifted my eye. Love it. Okay. I'm not gonna put eyeliner on. I'm just gonna show you really simple, put a little mascara on and show you how easy that is. This is really hard to see. You guys, I swear my vision is going. It's not easy to see in this phone. Okay. See how that just gives just a nice natural lift. Now, if you're not natural, you like more of like a pop, you can do that. If you like thicker makeup, you can get that look with cream. I just personally am just, what you see with me is gonna be more natural because, well, let's be honest, I'm a mom of 3. I'm almost 42. I'll be 42 next month. And I just like that natural look. I want it to look like skin more than anything else, okay? There you go. I'm using the Red Aspen mascara. I really do like it a lot. And my girlfriend sells it. So if you're interested, let me know. Okay, one last time, I would say set it with your setting spray. I'm not gonna do that because wait till I'm 65. You know what? I'm sure there'll be a lot of changes. I'm sure there will. I'm trying to learn how to embrace them. Now I gotta go do my hair because my hair looks like crazy town. But that is it, you guys. I know that was long, but I really wanted to walk you through everything. And if you're new to this makeup, watch this video, start here. If you wanna try this makeup, all you have to do when I do post it, you just have to comment me and I will get you a free color match. I'm gonna put a little bit of this lip gloss on. This is from City Beauty. I love their glosses so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I hope this video was worth the time that you took to watch it. And I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you have the best weekend. And I just love you all. I appreciate your support more than you know. And yeah, I'll see you next Friday. Bye guys.